the mic. When is she calling in?
Hi everyone. Just Jax 1. Thank you for becoming
Go gay,
member.
everyone.
Thank you, Imperfect Pork Chop, for becoming a member. Welcome, everybody. I'm muted. I'm not muted. Hi. Right? I'm not muted. Doesn't see it as, I don't see muteness. Yay! Imperfect Pork Chop. You're a little flower bud now. Welcome. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I feel like I haven't chatted with you in a long time. Oh, we got new members. Welcome, welcome. Yeeters 69420 and K-Love X3. Welcome to the Guamily. Thanks for covering something so serious. I'm Aussie, but not a Sydney sider. It hits different than you'd realize. I absolutely realize. And I've seen people being like, how do Americans deal with this happening all the time? And it's like, yeah, we used to be really, really upset every single time too. And then your body and your brain just, they can't handle being in that level of distress all the time. So you find yourself sort of triaging it. And like, if it happens in your backyard, you let yourself feel it more than if it happens across the country. Like, your brain has to do that, right? So like, thank you, Habanero. Thank you for more
Go
gifted.
gay, everyone.
You are an amazing benefactor. Thank you so much. Come on in, new members. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love Habanero and his or her generosity, their generosity. But yeah, so like
Go
this
gay,
one
everyone.
at Brown University is one that sort of rattled me because like my first job out of college until I was almost in my 30s, right? I worked there for like 8 years, was like 2 blocks from Brown. So I walked the neighborhood all the time to get lunch on my lunch break and or to go out to dinner.
About the lesbian tarantulas?
Thanks, everybody. Come on in. Silent benefactor, yeah. So it's surreal to see like the memorials on the streets that I know so well. It's bizarre to see
Always hotter than Nick. That's right.
people I know talking about it, and about people they know that are connected to it. So like that, when it's very local, it still has a deep impact. Or when it's like the scale of it is huge, or if it's like children, right? Your brain just kind of makes these layers.
Girl with a mic. When is she
of
calling
reaction.
in?
It's very interesting. Yeah, Brown is in Providence. It's on the east side. Lana. So yeah, it's been weird. I am really annoyed with the
Always hotter than Nick. That's right.
with the FBI. Shout out Kash Patel for totally fucking the investigation so far. They still haven't found the person who did it. There's video of him walking all over the east side for hours before the event, before he murdered people.
Go gay, everyone.
And yeah, it's just very, very, very frustrating. Brown would have been my last guess as far as university that would happen to. I disagree with that because, and I don't know anything about like this specific person and his motives, right?
She orbits no man.
But there is like an increasing problem with mental health on college campuses. And I think Ivy Leagues and other like more prestigious universities, even if it's just by name, there a lot of pressure comes with the course load.
Go gay,
And,
everyone.
Like I worked at a school that there were, I mean, since I've left, there have been multiple suicides because these are some of like the brightest kids in the country. And they don't see a way out of the stress, you know? So I will say my
Girl with a
immediate
mic.
thought
When
was,
is she calling in?
my immediate thought was this is a student and they're stressed out during finals because that seems to be when things are happening. But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if it was the professor who was being targeted or it was completely random. It's hard to say.
Always hotter than Nick. That's right.
Hard to say. There was a researcher at my university that found that our undergrads had stress equivalent to cancer patients. Whoa. That's crazy. Oh, you were at the Rhode Island Comic Convention. I was on a bus, a RIPTA bus. Shout out RIPTA. Best public transit, at least in New England. And this was years and years ago, and a whole bunch of people that were obviously going to the Comic-Con got on the bus, and that was fun. They looked great. Oh my God. Her student was in 7th grade. That's awful. So this whole episode's not going to be super serious and depressing. One of the first things we're going to do is try a bunch of snacks that I got from my secret snowflake, which we will talk about shortly. But first of all, I want to thank everybody who donated to my fundraiser for the Connecticut Children's Medical Center, which, if you didn't know, is where my niece received treatment for cancer when she was like 9 months old to 3 years old. And she is probably 2 years old. She has been cancer-free for well over a year now. And we are just so grateful for that. And that's why we wanted to join the fundraiser that was happening throughout the state of Connecticut, which is where my family lives. The final total was $3,690 raised by us, which is amazing. And then my sister and the kids at that school raised another over $1,000. So we raised well over $5,000 for cancer research at CCMC altogether. Kristen is kind of boring. You can donate at PJ Day for the Kids. If you Google that, you can give a donation there. Actually, let me find the link for you. I would say give it to my niece's school, but I don't want to dox her, so it's fine. It's more about the total than it is about the competition, right? All right, let me, I'm sending this to you now. There you go. So thank you to everyone who donated. It ended up being an awesome day. We did lots of fun stuff, and we will do it again next year. Bigger and better. Next up, congratulations to Hila. She had an amazing showing in not just the Celebrity Poker Tour, but also the legit World Series of Poker, which is like the poker tournament, nationwide. Huge tournament. My friends, we did beat Kate's sister. Yes, that's what really matters. My friends with whom I play poker go to the official tournament in Vegas every summer. I'm dying to go one year. It's probably not going to be this coming year, but it's a really, really cool event. And so this offshoot, 2025 World Series of Poker Paradise was a great chance for Hila to keep kicking ass. And so I want to show you guys my favorite hand of hers, which is where she really, she put the pressure on in a way that I have only recently learned how to do, like when to start betting hard. That's like when I was learning to play poker, it came to me in phases. Like the first phase is learning how to play your cards, right? Like figuring out what you have and when you should play it. The next is playing the people at the table and then betting, right? And then it comes to like position, and there's all like, it's just like you learn in cycles. Like as you get good at one thing, you add and like you layer another skill on top of it. And you could see Hila doing that in the moment of like learning the table and then knowing where she can push. So this is my favorite hand of hers here. And I will say, if you are a woman and you want to play poker, you fucking should, because this is one place where misogyny can be a benefit, because the men kind of ignore you with peace and love. They don't consider you as much of a threat because they assume you don't know what you're doing. So if you can learn how to play really well, you can get pretty far, I think, because it takes a long time for them to ever consider you a competitor. And so here is Hila proving herself.
Had all my time banks on all my cards.
And he goes like...
So yeah, she's got 2-3 suited. And she's the big blind. So she has to be in. She has to play this hand, right? She doesn't, I mean, she could fold, but she's already in. So if the hand is decent, you might as well play it. 2-3 suited, not a great hand, but you have the potential for a flush. You have the potential for a straight flush, right? So there's stuff going on, and I just love how aggressively she plays this.
Hila defending her big blind here.
3-2 suited. I mean, that's what I like to call the big blind special. It's a fun hand for big blind.
Yeah. And hey, I mean, she flopped the best hand.
There's the pair.
Is she going to play it though?
Now the first 3 cards, that's called the flop. You flop the first 3. And so this is where Hila can make a decision. I definitely would have done what she did, because 9 and 8, chances are these guys who are pros are not holding on to a 9 or an 8, right? Like that's it. My brain, where I go is they're not sitting on a 9 or an 8. If they're in, they probably have something better than that. So I am going to be sneaky with my 3 and stay in.
That's the thing
But then if you do that, you got to keep pushing to sell it. And that's what she does.
also just creates a horrible environment. That's how you have to think.
Well, also this. Like,
She did big dick pocket aces, but I don't know if we're talking about the same one, but she had pocket aces and she pushed too early and everybody folded. Which is a good thing to do in most situations, right? If you have a good hand, but there are hands that can beat yours, that's a good time to bet hard, so to like scare people out of the hand. But if you're sitting on a pair of aces, stay in for a bit, check and make people think that you don't have, like, that you're just sticking around to see what's coming next. That's usually a good idea.
even if you're in the cutoff and you have like ace 4, right? What if you worried that he saw your 4?
The best way to learn how to play poker is to play it. I mean, that's how I learned. I just started playing. And then you can kind of, like, as you learn, you get questions. And then either your friends who play poker can answer, or you can look them up. And then you can get into more strategies and, like, percentages and things, which I do not have the patience for. All right, so she's still... All right, so he has the higher pair now. Jean-Robert Belland.
Oh,
okay.
No longer the best hand.
2, 3, 4. That's no bueno. She's making a move though.
So she has a choice here. She can
man.
either fold, right? She can get out of this, or she can check, or she can make it look like she has a really good hand and bet hard. And because she's got like the low pair, she kind of I would bet hard to just
Always
see
higher than Nick. That's
if
right.
it'll knock these dudes out. And it'll be surprising because she hasn't really been doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Lavender, thank you so much.
I don't hate it.
I mean, I like that she's switching it up. So
No, this is great. She's making a move. She's doing a value bet.
She has completely shocked these guys.
Somebody who I think just got here is asking if they're playing for real money. This is real.
Girl with a
fucking
mic, when is she
$60
calling
million
in?
bucks, dude.
Shout out,
Is
Hila.
that real enough for you?
Yeah,
Thank you
this
so
is
much,
no,
Lavender.
It's no joke.
Come here and have.
It's no joke, man.
I will say the chips in front of them, that's not the money that they have that they're playing with.
If you just got a membership, there are tons of videos for you to watch. There are tons of videos. This is like
Always
top
harder
tier
than Nick.
streaming.
That's right.
iDubbbz couldn't be this interesting if you were on fire.
Right.
Those are just chips. Yeah.
But they are playing to win
Wow.
up to $8 million.
We got a call from
From every
Well, if you are interested in playing, you should start learning because I really want to do a Gwamly poker tournament in the new year in some way. The way my friends and I do it is we play via Poker Stars and then we chat on Zoom, but we could like chat on Discord and have different rooms set up. So I think that y'all should learn how to play. I would love to be the source of getting a bunch of new women to play poker.
Do we want to
getting
talk
more
about
women
the
into the
lesbian
game.
tarantulas?
So I mean, dudes too, welcome to play. But you guys know I like getting women into men's spaces.
everybody's all in on this one, eh?
Any apps you recommend to practice? I started practice I got like a free poker game app on my phone, to just so I could practice instead of
She orbits
scrolling.
no man.
So that's what I was doing between games because we play once a week. So I just got the Zynga or whatever poker app and would just play like that. And that helped a lot. That got me in a lot more hands. And that's what you want. You want to see a lot of hands because that's the best way to learn how
Okay, everyone.
to kind of learn the odds of things too. Oh, well, I really used to love the hand King 5 for some reason. And all my friends joke about it now. I would go all in with King 5 because I thought having a king was the best hand you could have. But then as time went on and I got more hands, I
She
saw
orbits no man.
oh shit, having a terrible second card is actually not helping me at all. And I'm getting like beat every time. So for me, I have to learn by doing. I can't just be told like these are the hands and these are their percentages and all that shit. So for me, experience is how it works. Oh, World Series of Poker has a free app. That's awesome.
Always harder than Nick. That's right.
Monopoly Poker on stream is also fun. Just stick to the free fun ones. Interesting. I feel like I get mogged by all the girlies. Yay, Trees, your little sprout. Can people hire you to teach them poker? My friend said. What? So I am not. I mean, I could do like remedial poker. All right, anyway. So she has nothing, right? But she is stuck. She is deep in here. I think when I was a younger player, I probably would have folded at this point. I used to do that a lot. I used to like stick around, just to see if I was going to get something cool. But she's deep in, and she's also noticing that these two guys have not been betting hard, right? Like they have not been baiting her into staying. And so she can kind of feel that they're waiting around too to see what the other people are going to do. So I think this is a great place for her to be like, make it look like she has a straight, right? Like that's another thing I learned about bluffing is it's not about the cards in your hand, right? Like, oh, I'm bluffing, I have a pair of aces. If shit like this comes up on the board where there's like an open straight draw, like you see like 3, 4, 5, she could easily have a 2 and a 6, an ace and a 2, right? They probably think she has an ace 2. And so if you can bet like you have a straight, then you can win this hand, and she does.
5.
Everybody's coming.
So
Members only poker night. Ooh.
nobody's hit here.
I think if Hila bets again,
She's got a shot.
she
I
could
was
take it down.
screaming at the screen. I was like, bet, Hila, you have to bet. Do it.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll back out.
I think so.
Belen.
Let's go.
Okay, Hila.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go
love
hard
this.
here.
I love this
She's-
so much.
Big dick
She's
on
playing
Hila.
so good right now.
She knows
Yeah.
her perception too. So
Out.
Yeah, they also
out.
like they.
Now,
We
now
need Belen to
Belen's
go.
got to get out of that.
Look at him. He's already ready to do it. He's like got his
He's
fingers
sizing
on.
her up.
Yep.
Him, I would kill his
They would have killed his car.
See?
let's go.
Plays it fucking
my
cool
God.
as shit.
That was
Plays it cool
So
as
good.
shit.
Hot, too.
so good.
Wow.
So that was my favorite hand of hers. I won't show you the last hand because that would give away when the game ends. So if you haven't watched it, go check it out. She did so amazingly. What type of poker do people typically play? Yeah, Texas Hold'em is what I play. I believe it's no limit. So yeah, like I'm saying, if y'all are enjoying the poker streams, it's even more fun when you really know what's going on. And so in the new year, I think we should play some games, even if it's not like a tournament at first. If we can do like get a couple tables going in Poker Stars and all hang out on in Discord or something, I think that could be really fun. So yeah, I'm gonna put that on my list of things right now to play some poker in the new year. There's already I already have so many fun plans for the new year. Hey, witch! I've been summoned for games because we are all energetically aligned. Wait, what's going on? Summoned for games? Okay. All right, great. What the F is next? Oh, next we're going to do Japanese snacks. I'm so excited. So, this month on the Guamily Discord, which all of you are welcome to join, even if you aren't a member, it's open to everyone. This month we did Secret Snowflake, and everyone who wanted to participate got paired up with somebody else, and we gave each other little tiny gifts. I think the limit was like $25. And so my Secret Snowflake ended up being one of our mods, Alexandra. Shout out. And she sent me this huge box of, I believe they are Japanese snacks from the company Ninja's Treats. And I genuinely have no idea what any of these are. And I have a feeling I am not ready for the flavors of a lot of them. Luckily, it comes with a little guide to tell us what exactly we're about to eat. I do know that at least one of these, I think this one involves adding water. So I have a little measuring cup full of water here, so we can do all of like the science experiments as well. We'll save that one for later. I think that'll be a cute one for later on. But let's dive into it. Let's see how far I get before I feel like barfing from all these different things. Yeah, I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Okay, so
Do we want to talk about the lesbian
welcome
tarantulas?
October. I've seen you on Discord. Shout out. Oh, that's your 1 month. Yay. Okay, let's start. Do I have any like cool music? What do I have? Do I have anything? This jazzy one. We can do the jazz. Just make sure it's not too loud here. How's that? Is that good? Okay. All right, so this one doesn't look like any of the others. I kind of want to try this one first. This is Saquette chocolate flavor pie. Seems pretty uncomplex. It's kind of got like a flaky thing. It smells almost like a Fig Newton. Touch more music volume. Okay, I got you. How's that? How's that, everyone? Is that better? Smells like chocolate. Oh, wait, I'll do it here. Not a ton of chocolate flavor, really. You can really just taste the pastry more. It's not bad. It'd be good with like a coffee or something. Here, I'll do it a little more. Here we go. All right, so that was like, meh. Fine. Let's do this one. This feels like it's some sort of a chip. Sankaku crackers. Don't know what that is. There are carrots on it, broccoli. Seems like maybe they're like vegetable flavor. Seems like a vegetable flavored situation. Sankaku cracker, triangle shaped cracker, vegetable flavor. Yes. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna taste like a bouillon situation. Come on. Definitely not gonna be able to try all of these. Okay. I feel like American treats are so over flavored that these are oh my god, they're so cute. Look at these little guys. I would have loved these in my lunchbox as a kid. These are good. Again, very subtle. Almost like a sour cream and onion, almost. But as a cracker. I would eat the shit out of those. Those are good. This looks cool. Feels like it's like a fruit roll-up situation. What are you? Sour paper candy. Grape flavor. I like sour shit. Let me cleanse my palate here. Smells very grapey. Like fake grapey. Oh, it's got like crystally sugar on this side. It's like, you know, like the rainbow belts. It's like that consistency, but much less sour. And like pretty faint on the grape. It's thinner than an Airhead. It's definitely more like a rainbow belt. Is that good ASMR? Okay. See, I don't want to open all these and not eat them. So let me find like the most interesting looking ones. Whoa, little mini bottle. What are you? I think this is the mini bottle powder candy. Oh yeah, I think you just open this bad boy and drink it. Says it's lemon. Not as sour as I would like it, but not bad. Interesting. Okay. What else looks very exciting here? There's so much stuff in here. Oh, this is another one that you need water for. Oh, this makes some sort of a drink. Oh, it makes a beer. That's cool. How much water, though? Okay, we're going to do this one. We'll use some of the water for this, and then I'll just put the rest of it in there. That'll be fun. Looks like another one of those. That looks familiar. I don't really need to have that. These look like condoms. Oh, this is like a this says it's a cola bubble candy. Let's try one of these. Is this gonna fizz like Pop Rocks? It definitely tastes like Coca-Cola. Oh, it's starting to bubble. I don't know if you can hear it. Probably not. It's just a weird... It's like when you suck on it, it gets like a bubbly sensation. But it's not as crazy as Pop Rocks. Interesting. I don't know if I like it that much. All right. Next, we're going to try these Porricky little corn sticks. Clean my mouth out here. Like pop boulders. It literally is like an Alka-Seltzer. Am I supposed to put these in a drink? Is this supposed to go in water? Is this supposed to go in water? Oh my god, am I dumb? It does look like an Alka-Seltzer. Someone said she just drank an Alka-Seltzer. Damn, I needed a lot of water for this. There's a lot of like drink situations. All right, these are these little corn sticks. I have a feeling... Ooh, they smell like very much like corn. I think I'm probably going to like these. I'm more of a savory person than sweets. Okay. Look at these little guys. They smell so much like corn. Seems like a maybe. No, it's a candy. Huh. I don't know who to trust. They're like, it's like very sweet corn. It almost feels like there's like a malt in this. I don't know what that is. No, they're like little baby breadsticks, but they're made with corn. You can really taste the corn flavor. Yeah, it's not like corn flakes or something. It's like eating a piece of corn. Pretty good. Yeah, I'd fuck with those again. For sure. All right, this is a complete mystery to me. I have no idea what it says. There's no English at all. Oh, it says onigiri. That's all it says. I'm just going to open it and see what it looks like before I do anything. Are you feeling better? Yes, I'm feeling much better. My voice is still on the mend, but it's happening. Whoa. Look at this little guy. Oh, that smells like sushi. That smells like soy sauce. All right. I'm guessing it's like a rice cracker. Based on the look here. Onigiri. Japanese rice ball shaped rice cracker. Yeah, that's what it is. There's pork in it? Probably like a bouillon situation here as well. That is fucking good. That is really, 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 really good. That is exactly my taste. I'm definitely eating the rest of that later. That is so good. Yum! Yeah, thank you, Alexandra. This is awesome. This is so fun. This, so this one here, if you ever see it, get it. It's not sweet. It's like, it's almost like a hoisin sauce flavor. It's like a sticky soy sauce. It's really good. And the rice cracker is thick, not like a rice cake here in the US. Okay. I feel like I need to try some candy because I don't usually gravitate toward candy. Where's that? This one. Look at these little guys. How cute is this? Oh, these are little baby mochi. Cherry flavored candy made from rice cakes. Shout out rice, you know what I mean? Look at this. They're like little pills. I just had mochi ice cream for the first time like a couple weeks ago. And it is like exactly how much ice cream, like just one of those little guys. It's exactly how much ice cream I would like to have. And it's wrapped in like a starchy thing. It's like the perfect delivery of ice cream for me. Definitely taste the mochi. Underwhelming. Not cherry-y enough for me. That's for sure. Let me see. I'm gonna put the stuff I like here. Oh, I liked these too. Let's see. This is some sort of little melon thing. Let me see what this is. Melon butter flavor biscuit. Melon butter? Okay. Whoa. That smells like watermelon bubblegum, but it's a cookie. I do not like that smell. I don't know if I'm going to like this one. No, ma'am. Tastes like sunscreen. If you like the taste of like watermelon bubblegum stuff, it might be for you. But melon plus the butter cookie is just not doing it for me. The melon thing is just because in Japan they call that shape bread melon bread. It's not normally melon flavored. Oh, interesting. Well, they shouldn't have flavored this as melon. Because it doesn't taste good. Trees, I will say, I can't wait to go to the Asian grocery store near me now and get all kinds of snacks now that I know what to look for. Oh my God, look at this cute little guy. Look at this cute little baby. I think this is the... Oh my God, Un Choco animal poo shaped chocolate. Great. So it's like it's almost like a little origami guy. I gotta oh my God, they make you open his ass this way. Is he gonna poop it out? Is that how this works? Or is it in plastic? Oh, it's in plastic, okay. So I gotta fully open it in order to get the full experience here, it looks like. But yeah, I think you are intended to just like let him poop it out on you. Oh, I really thought it was going to be like the color of poop. Trees, yes, I would love that. All right, let's try these frog poops. They're like little M&Ms. They have like a hard candy shell and then pretty good chocolate inside. Those are fine. Now let's see him do what he's really supposed to do here. Oh shit, he just pooped on me. Shit. Oh. Good one. All right, go back on your butt. Very cute. I like that. That's a cute idea. What else looks fun here? I don't know what this is going to be. Let's open it. Yeah. This is, all right. I'll tell you what my faves are when we're done. Come on. Is this Koala No March? Bite-sized cookie snack with a chocolate filling. Ooh. Ooh, I love a little filled cookie like this. It's stamped with a little koala. Can you see it? How cute is that? Oh my god. These are banging. Delicious. Oh my gosh. That was so good. Japanese mixed rice crackers. I feel like I've had rice crackers now. Let's see what else we got. What's this one? Okay, this is another one we have to put in water. Jesus Christ. We're going to be doing like a science experiments here. I do want to do all these though. Maybe this gives instructions in English. Oh no, this is just a lollipop with cider powder. Ooh. Okay. This one I don't need water for. I do want to know what cider powder tastes like. So this is like a fun dip situation. That tastes like Bazooka Joe bubblegum. Exactly. Exactly like it. Let's see what this powder tastes like. Ooh! That's the sour I've been looking for. Together, it tastes like a sour bubblegum. I fuck with that. That's a good one. Ooh! Gets you right here, you know? You know when you think about something sour and your mouth starts to water? The next time I think about this, that will happen to me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish the lollipop tasted different. Not like bubblegum, but kids, you know. Alright, those are the soda things. I do want to see if this is supposed to be in water. No, he's popping it right in his mouth. This little guy down here, I don't know if you can see him. God, my nails are busted. Oh, what is this? Look at this guy. It's like a gel of some kind. Yam jelly. All right, let's try this and this, and I think we'll call it, and we'll do the little, Oh, it looks like they do have their own Pop Rocks, too. They're called Popping Panic. Soda flavor, cola flavored again. All right, let's see what this yam jelly is about. I'm just seeing if there's anything else cool in here. I mean, it's all so cool, but I'm just trying to, I don't want to open everything and waste it, you know? I think we're good. All right. Oh, wait, we're going to do the jelly first. Okay. It is very full. Scissors? Yes, I do. Because I don't put anything away. I hope this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Oh, it's like a jelly. It's not liquid. It's like Jell-O in a tube. Oh, crazy. Doesn't taste like much. I think we are Americans. Our stuff is so sugary that a lot of this stuff doesn't taste like much to me, because I'm used to kids' candy being like it should be illegal sugary. You know what I mean? I don't know what you said, but thank you. I hope it's nice. Is that the sound she made? All right, this is the last one I'm going to try. This is, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, Shimmy Choco Corn Snack soaked in chocolate. Ooh. Looks like a churro. Oh, and it is like coated in chocolate. This is one that I would eat, I think. It tastes like a chocolatey cereal. That's what that tastes like. Okay. Now, we're going to make some stuff. There's two things. We'll start with this one because I'm going to need the rest of the water to make our beer. But these, if you can see, you can make a little ice cream cone. And I love watching people make like Japanese snacks, like mixing all the different things together on the internet. So I'm very excited for this. Okay. DIY soft strawberry flavor ice cream. Add 2 spoons of water to the powder. Mix to make a foamy ice cream. You can then scoop it onto the cone, and you've created your mini ice cream cone. This shit is gonna be cool. Oh my god. They're real little cones. I thought the cones would be candy too, but these are just like the wafer cones. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? Is there a little spoon in here? There has to be. Yeah! Oh my god, I'm so excited! All right, I'm gonna just pour I'm gonna pour this into the little bin here. Oh. Smells very strawberry. Smells like cotton candy right now. Oh my gosh. You threw up when you tried it? Spoilers. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've got the powder in the little thing. It says to add 2 spoons of ice cream, of water. Got my thing of water here. Okay. Oh, that doesn't feel like very much. I'm just gonna pour a little bit in here. Okay, that's probably good. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Oh my gosh. It comes together almost like a yogurt. Look how foamy it is. Can you see? It smells very strawberry. I can see how there's egg in it though. It definitely seems like there's egg whites. All right, let me make a little cone. Let me make a little cone here. I think I did okay. Maybe added a little too much water, but not Nothing bad. Oh my god. This is the shit. I gotta do another stream where I just do all little candies like this where you make them. I am so enchanted right now. This is so cute. Oh, that is sour. I did not expect that to be sour. I know, I need an overhead cam. Ooh. No, I like that. We will definitely get an overhead cam in the new year. It's sour and sweet. This is definitely the highest, like the most sugary of all of them, but the sour still leads the way. I'm going to make one more little guy. This one I would get after school every day. I love this one. This shit is cool. Yeah, before I do like a full thing, I'll get an overhead set up so we can figure that out. I'm pretty sure I can just do it with my phone. Yeah, I did not expect the actual candy to have such like a deeper, like a dimensional flavor. I just figured it'd be sweet like strawberry. Woo! Guam Gam. That shit is crazy. I can see why someone might barf from that. It is very surprising, but that is very cool. All right. Let's do the bad first. I think this was my least favorite. This is the only one that was like offensive to me. Because of the fake melon flavor just grossed me out. Especially in combination with a butter cookie. That was definitely the worst one, in my opinion. This one was also like meh. The first one we tried, it just didn't taste like much at all. So that was a meh for me. What other ones did I not really like? This one also didn't have much flavor. But I think everything else I tried, I did like. All right, let me see if I can like rank things before I show you guys. Those are really good. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. I don't know why my screen just shut off. Why did my screen just shut off? Oh, duh, that's why. Okay. You, then you, then you. You are the number one for sure. Oh my god! We didn't do the beer! Shit! Alright, hang on. We gotta do the beer. Okay. I don't know how much water to put in. Let me see. I'm wrapping Christmas presents with peanuts themed
Guante
paper.
be with you and also with
jazz
you.
tunes. Oh, it's gonna read it.
At Punaniite Cinema just bought Kate new guantes. I'm wrapping Christmas presents with peanuts themed paper and the smooth jazz tunes are helping me push through, truly inspiring.
It does sound similar. I'm going to use this little tiny spoon. Okay, it says 120 milliliters. Girl, this is way more than that, isn't it? I think it's way too much water. We can figure that out. We sure can. Yeah, I think it's a pretty small amount of water. Half a cup? That's probably fine. Who fucking cares? Alright. Alright, we're gonna chuck this beer juice. Brad. It smells like bananas. So is this a banana beer? smells like banana pudding. All right, where's that tiny little clear spoon? There it is. Oh, and this one was meh too. Like it was fine. I don't know if I'm gonna eat it though. This one was good. I'll move this one up here. All right, here we go. Oh, God. Whoa, it's bubbling. We're stirring. I don't see much of a... Oh, it's starting to froth. It's starting to froth there. I feel like this is going to be like a butterbeer. Oh my God, look at that. It's turning into a beer. That's pretty cool. That is awesome. It looks really dark here. Here it's like a Bud Light. No, it's not alcoholic. It just smells like a banana. Cheers, guys. It just tastes like... It smells like banana, but it doesn't taste like banana. It just tastes like a sugary drink. That was fun and cool, so I'll add it to the would try again list here. All right, so let me rank the stuff that I really liked. Let's see. I would say last place is probably these. I like it because it's cute and I don't mind. And the chocolate was good inside them, right? But it's just little pieces of chocolate, right? It's more of a gimmick. Next, I would say is the grape belt because I love a rainbow belt and there was a good amount of flavor on this. Then would be this corn chocolate thing. I like that they do like corn snacky things. And like I said, it tastes like almost like Count Chocula is what that tastes like. So I liked that. Then again, we have the corn sticks, which smells so much like corn. I had sweet corn ice cream last summer, and that's what this reminds me of, even though it's not as sweet. But I've never really seen corn in such a sweet way. Next is definitely... Ooh, actually, let's do this. Next is the koala cookies. These are delicious. These little chocolate-filled ones. I think this has got to be number one, honestly. No. Okay, we'll do that. So the chocolate-filled cookies. All right, and these are the top three. Top three of this batch, I have not had all of them, right? Is the little vegetable-flavored crackers. I could eat a zillion of those. Next would be... Second place is the fizzy ice cream. I think this is so cool. So cool. So fizzy ice cream is next. And then rounding out number one is these like soy sauce seaweed rice crackers. Banging. So banging. So I'm not surprised that most of these are... Actually, it's kind of split. Savory, sweet. These are definitely my favorite. But thank you so much, Alexandra. This was so fun and delicious. And if you guys are not already part of Discord, you should join because more fun activities to come. And I don't know if Ham is here in chat, but it was Ham's idea to do a Secret Santa this first year. So shout out Ham for getting that going. Oh, what a perfect time to end the song. Okay. I might be snacking on things. You're just going to have to deal with that, guys. Ooh, that was so good. Ham W as usual. Yep. Shout out Ham. Okay. Next up. I think we're getting into... Oh, this is not serious. This is just fun. But a new video has surfaced of Mikayla Nogueira, you know, the makeup bag girl, and her real accent. And I know there have been other videos. I have never seen such a drastic difference before. I haven't followed her stuff super closely, but I just thought this was so shocking after only seeing her as she is now. So here is Mikayla in college. It looks like she's in like a college tour video. And this must have been during the era of the blocked brow. So here she is. Oh, let me make this a little bit bigger for y'all. There we go. And she was in college, it looks like Bryant University, which is in Rhode Island. Shout out Rhodey. And I could not believe this.
Hi, it's OL Mikayla here, and I am standing in the Fisher Student Center, one of the best buildings.
Fisher Student Center. You know lots of Mikayla lore. Well, she is. I mean, she is fake. She's fully doing a character apparently.
On campus. I actually work here at the Information Center, so I'm sure you'll be seeing me around. But this is one.
I'll see you at the Information Center. You'll be seeing me around. This is crazy.
One of my favorite buildings. You can come here to hang out with your friends, study, grab a bite to eat. There are lots of offices in this building, such as the PwC, Center for Diversity and Inclusion, and there's so much you can do in this building. I highly recommend spending your time here when you become a student at Bryant, and I really look forward to seeing you all soon. Hi.
Crazy, right? And of course, she might be going extra hard on the R's to not sound like she's, you know, from Massachusetts. But when you compare this to this shit.
Absolutely stunning, sexy look at the Met. Kim Kardashian had this absolutely stunning, sexy look at the Met Gala, and you can recreate it at home. You can do anything you set your mind to. Mario actually posted the...
You can do anything you set your mind to. Literally, no one sounds like that here in Massachusetts, just so you know that. And then there's this one. Oh, wait. There's also the makeup bag one, which we also know.
The exact products he used to create this. Let's do it. I'm going to start with brows.
I'm going to start with brows. Sounds like she's had like 5 packs of cigs today. So I was wondering, like, what is going on here? Like, I guess she's like doing a character, right? Which I didn't always know was a thing. I thought that she was really positioning this as herself, and I think that she was for a long time. But it does seem like maybe she's backing off of that. I don't know. Because then I saw this one and there seems to be less of an accent in this one.
This is the best my eyelashes have ever looked. Like, are you kidding me?
Like, she's still hitting it a little bit, but she's not going, are you kidding me?
These lashes are going super viral on TikTok.
It's like her real accent is slipping through now.
Are you kidding me?
These lashes are going super viral on
These lashes are going
TikTok by the brand OK Love, and they're called bunny lashes.
All right, and so I was like, oh, maybe she's like starting to phase
Guess
it
what
out.
time it is?
But then I saw this psycho shit.
I have made.
Get ready with me to go to a Christmas party. Sweater from Walmart, it lights up, and peep the earrings.
So no, she's still doing the same shit. So I don't know what to think about it. I don't know a ton about her. I just think it's so weird to do a character of yourself and not be clear that that's what it is. You know what I mean? And here in Massachusetts, people are not fans of her doing this. And I think, you know, obviously I see why now. I have mostly avoided her. That's probably over, seeing as I've blown up my own TikTok algorithm with her shit now. But I just don't understand. I don't understand the appeal. It's very Hilaria Baldwin, right? Where she's just like, no, this is just how I sound. And then you hear, and nothing like that. Oh, she didn't do anything bad.
Girl
I
with
just
a mic,
I've
when is she
never
calling in?
heard her old accent or lack thereof. Definitely stolen masshole valor. That would be like me doing a Massachusetts accent just because I live here. It's just weird. So I hadn't seen that. I think some people have already seen that video, but it's really wild. It's really weird. Yeah, post it, cringe on main. It's insane. Oh, Hilaria's is like way worse. She's like, I lived in Spain. It's like, you studied abroad for 5 seconds. Relax. So that's it. I was just blown away by the contrast between the two. And I just thought that was insane. Caleb Hammer, who seems to be coming up a lot lately, probably because he goes after iDubbbz and people really like that, to me is an example of somebody who we got to watch out for our confirmation bias around. Because it's fun to make fun of iDubbbz and Anissa, right? But some people who are doing it are not the best people. In my opinion, Caleb is kind of one of those, specifically because he is totally fine shitting on women, which I do not like. I do not like that about him. And today he got ratioed by a woman for calling her ugly. So here is what happened. So this girl, Allie, posted a tweet and said, I might have to get one of these. It seems to repel all the most irritating males. I don't know what it was, but he got mad because she wants to repel men. And basically he's saying here, like, oh, you already do repel men. Like, why are you defending... Hang on, let me make sure you can see his whole thing. Why are you invested in defending all men? Like, that's just a weird thing to do, right? So he's like, yeah, whatever, you're fucking ugly, right? And then she says, she gets a picture of him and says, oh, my high BMI amigo, I would not play that game. She's like, you're fucking fat and ugly too. So I loved this mostly because I think that Caleb deserved a little humbling. I tried to watch one of his videos. It was the first one I'd ever seen, and it was about Casey Tron, and I was like trying to get caught up on everything that was happening with Casey Tron. I heard that he was like a financial person and does like financial shit. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll have something interesting to say. Kind of along the same, I was on the same trajectory as checking out what Legal Mindset is about, right? Like, oh, okay, he's covering the lawsuits, so let me check into him. And then I find out he's, you know, into fucking sex tourism and taking advantage of women and shitting on feminism, right? So I go over to Caleb's channel, and in the Casey Tron video, he talks about Frogan at 2 different parts, and he's just really, the first one Islamophobic, and then in the second one is just cruel, just flat out cruel. And also lets the guy who's with him be mean to her. And I will say over and over again, I will give liberal women, progressive women, leftist women a zillion chances. I will give them a lot of chances to prove they are cool, right? So to me, I'm never going to allow men specifically to shit on a woman, specifically a leftist or progressive or liberal woman. I'm just not here for it, right? I don't have to agree with Frogan on everything. I don't have to agree that, you know, she hopes soldiers get PTSD. I don't have to agree that she hates Ethan, and you know, with the choices that she's made. But I also do not need to support the fact that there are multiple men just like making fun of her on this show, right? So here is Caleb being a little bit racist, or I guess Islamophobic.
From him and infringing on copyright. So he sued Denims Casey Tron, and I think the one lady that gets no views and wears turban.
Frogan.
The one, first of all, there's a cut there, so what the fuck did he cut out? But he says the one lady that gets no views and wears a turban.
And I think the one lady that gets no views and wears turban.
Frogan.
She says a hijab. Shout out to her. But I also want to know what he cut out here.
And I think the one lady that gets no views and wears turban.
Frogan.
And this guy is also very mean and misogynistic here.
Frogan.
Yeah. So sued them.
All right, so there's that piece of him just being like, who's that girl that wears the fucking turban? What year is it? I don't care how much you don't like someone. You don't need to do that. I don't care that she's not, I don't know anything about her actual religious background or whether she practices or not. And I don't need to. I'm not here to police how Frogan shows up in the world. It's not my place to be like, you aren't Muslim enough to wear a niqab. Isn't it a niqab? Hijab? So to me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what her relationship is to Islam. If she wants to wear a fucking hijab, she can and she should. But like this is what makes our side, people who are talking about niqab covers the entire face. Okay. Thank you. This is the kind of shit that we need to weed out of the people we agree with, who are, in the Ethan camp. Because this is the kind of shit that makes Hasan's accusations of Islamophobia valid. Is when we signal boost people like this, who say shit like this. Right? So that's one. That was the first one where I was like, what the fuck? And like if you are using an online feud or something to just like be racist, be Islamophobic, be homophobic, be misogynistic, then you're lazy. Like that's a fucking lazy thing to do. And I'm not here for it. And I just want to be clear about that. Frogan and I do not see eye to eye on a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to sit and let somebody say this shit about her. Here's the other clip. Here he is. They're talking about Casey Tron, but Frogan and Denham's both come up, and they actually both get objectified in different ways in one breath.
He did.
It felt like he wanted to
We'll watch that. He did kind of hint to helping these people. Maybe he's helping Frogan and the other one.
Because Frogan's one of his one of his mods, isn't?
What's the hot one?
I don't know.
The hot one with the boobies? Definitely.
The hot one with the boobies, first of all, is how he refers to Denham's. And then he just shits on Frogan in the next breath.
Like one of his mods, isn't?
What's the hot one?
I don't know.
The hot one with the boobies?
Is he straight? Does he say he's straight? Because that, honestly, him objectifying a woman very much surprised me. Okay, he does claim to be straight. Okay. Okay. He was gay, now straight. All right, we're not going to speculate. I just didn't, when I heard that, I was shocked as a gay person because I thought we were family. But then to hear him like be gross about a woman, I was like, oh, maybe I read that wrong.
Or like one of his mods, isn't?
What's the hot one?
I don't know.
The hot one with the boobies? Definitely not Frogan.
Frogan's ugly.
Yeah, she has.
I said it here.
Characteristics.
I said it here. She's ugly.
Wow, you're so fucking brave to say what everybody else is saying, sir. Right? And that's when I pulled out of this video. How far in is this? I got 12 minutes in. I was like, nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, yeah, I'm very glad that he got ratioed today for shitting on a woman, because he seems to do that a lot now. I don't know why, but yeah, you shouldn't use disagreements with people as an outlet for you being gross, based on things that people can't change about themselves. You know? Who's hosting a debate? Do you know it's people like Caleb and Asmongold having hatred towards people who are Muslim? Yeah, so I just wanted to share that, because I am seeing him get some attention in our community, and I just want you to know what he's saying and the way he says stuff, because I do not co-sign it. I like legal mindset. I do not feel like I need to get any information from someone who treats women this way, even women they disagree with. No, thank you. No, thank you. And now, for even more misogyny on the left, here is Noah Samsen using a misogynistic word for a man. And this is another reason why everyone's like, oh, Chris Kunstler, he's like so smart and like knows all kinds of stuff, and like he's really intelligent and blah, blah, blah. It's like, this is the second time in a month that I have seen Chris sit there and not contend with, push back on anything incorrect or unproductive that his guest is saying. He just lets them walk all over him and lets them gas themselves up and say horrible shit. So, no thank you. Yeah, charisma black hole, Noah Samsen. I don't get it. I don't know why people watch him. I don't get it.
Delete criticism of Zionism. And that, he doesn't work for the Israeli government, but the Israeli government funds projects like that across the world in order to...
Also, Noah Samsen, what is your degree in? Do you have a degree? Does anyone know what his degree is in? Because I don't think it's in politics, if he has one. Like, it's just wild to me that people in the Hassanosphere talk with such certainty about things they really do not know much about. Like, and to me, it's very clear when they're talking that if they were asked like 2 questions, they would be undone, right? But they just stay in these neutral spaces, right? Or these spaces that are favorable to them. And so they will never get asked questions, right? They just get all these fucking softball questions. And I don't know, it's like he's modeling himself after Hasan. I feel like he even tries to talk like him. And I don't know. He doesn't inspire confidence in me. Like, I do believe that Chris is very smart and he has a lot of information, but he's falling down the confirmation bias hole. And I don't think that is the right place for someone who actually has degrees in this shit, unlike Noah and Hasan.
To stifle criticism of Zionism. So it's the same fundamental structure, and he was participating in it in his own, for free, I mean, he paid for it. Like, he wasn't even paid by the government to act like that. So that's...
Are you talking about Hasan? Because it sounds like you're talking about Hasan in China.
That's what's so troubling. But yeah, I mean, he's a fucking... I don't like he's a pussy. That's the whole thing.
He's a huge pussy.
It's a gendered insult, but it's completely
This guy backs him up by calling Ethan a pussy, and Chris does nothing. That's a gendered insult. So now he has to be, performative male about it instead of just not saying it. Right? Could have just not said that gendered insult. But he literally sounds like he's trying to, like, talented Mr. Ripley, Hasan. Has a BA in film, cinema, and video studies. Yeah, so what the fuck is he talking about?
So troubling. But yeah, I mean, he's a fucking... I don't like...
Yeah, you can say whatever you want as long as you acknowledge it. That is white male leftism right there. I know it's bad, but that's why I said it. And then he does try to justify it.
Like, he's a pussy. That's the whole thing.
He's a huge pussy.
And who the fuck are you? Bitch. I can say it, I'm a woman.
Gendered insult, but it's completely... it's pathetic. Like, it's very sad watching him sit.
He's a weak, fragile man.
He's a weak, fragile man. But all of y'all need each other to, like, talk this out. And just yes and each other about him. Oh my God. The confirmation bias is just crazy.
Insult women, call them bitches, be so fragile, all in order for this ultimate goal. I mean, people have been speculating that it's to make Hasan pay these other creators to help their legal funds, so then he would be financially harming Hasan, which is just insanity. When people have been, it's very sad watching him sit. It's a gendered insult, but it's completely
it's completely justified. Is that what you're gonna say?
It's a gendered insult,
or completely apt,
but it's completely it's pathetic. Like, it's very sad watching him sit.
He's a weak, fragile man.
Insult women, call them bitches, be so fragile.
Insult women, call them bitches. You just called him a pussy. Like, for me, it's just like the moral inconsistency of these people is just, to me, the reason why we should not even bother arguing with them or debating them or anything else, because these people are not working within an honest framework. They're not interested in coming to any sort of common ground, right? They aren't interested in actual progress. Oh, I didn't rank this one. This one's also very good. They're not interested in any kind of progress. They just want to look like the smartest, wokest person in the room, right? And to do that, they will lie. They will lie. They will be inconsistent with their own principles.
Guante be with you and also with you.
It Lavender Wise just bought Kate new guantes. Blows my mind that cat emoji is weak when it shoves a goddamn watermelon out of it.
That's
Saluting
right. There's
face
nothing
emoji.
weak about a pussy. That's very true. Thank you, Lavender. So yeah, like they will lie. They will be morally inconsistent. They will abandon their principles that they trot out when they make sense, right? Everyone cares about someone being a sex pest and treating women poorly until it's one of their people that's doing it, or they can use a gendered insult on a man that they hate, right? Like that is the shit that I can't stand. And in 2026, I'm going to try my best not to argue with these people because there's no point. And they know there's no point, right? They know that they're being insane. They know that they don't make sense. They just need somewhere to put their rage. And, Ethan is a great scapegoat. So they're just going to keep being insane and perpetuating this weird snarker stan culture stuff instead of actually advancing the cause. And that's why, in my opinion, white men should not be leading any movement, but specifically any leftist movement, because none of them seem to have unlearned casual misogyny, right? Or anything buried even deeper than that. Casual homophobia, things like that. Like Hasan making a no homo joke as the dead Israeli hostages were exchanged. Like, We can do better. We can do better. If you think that I'm being too broad, then encourage your men friends to do better. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I think men need to take a break. Because the patriarchy hurts everyone, and if you can't unlearn that shit, then it's just going to keep happening over and over again. I think I'm not woke enough for today's topics. I mean, it's not super woke to think that men have work to do. You know? Did we watch the Cruel World Happy Mind video on internalized misogyny? I'm sure it's real wrong. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if I really want to. But I find it very interesting that she used the Salem witch trials as her example of internalized misogyny, when I would put a lot of money on her being one of the girls that accused a lot of other women of being a witch back then, you know? It's sad that we only have leftist male sex pest or right-wing freak male as options. Yeah. And the thing is, like, something I've been realizing lately is when these leftist men talk about, oh, we need to have like a big broad party and like make all kinds of people feel welcome. What they mean is like, we need to make all kinds of men feel welcome. Like, I have yet to see a space run by a man that is centering anybody but men. Right? It's about, oh, well, let's use the R word and let's use the F word and let's call people pussies again. And it's all to make men feel comfortable and like it's okay to like step back from being too woke, right? And sort of let men breathe. But what that does is it often makes the space uncomfortable for people like me and people of color and trans people and disabled people, right? So it's like there's a trade-off, and the choice always seems to be to trade our discomfort for men's comfort. Ethan calls people pussies all the time. I don't understand this convo. It seems hypocritical. I don't think he should be calling people pussies. That's not hard. Yeah, Papa Gut seems to be a good example of somebody who is keeping it real for everyone, not just to be like, oh, I'm a cool guy for leftism. I hope Ethan does the same in 2026. It's a waste of time. I hope he doesn't get baited into this shit again. Oh, like arguing with these people? Well, I mean, it's a lot more personal for him, right? Like they're coming after his family. For me, though, I just don't want to tolerate like the attempted fake ass conversations about like actual issues, because these people are not operating from a place of good faith. And we'll see that. We're going to talk about Hasan's reaction to the shooting in Australia. I don't care about gendered insults, to be honest. I just think they're hypocritical. What does that mean? Yeah, exactly. It's a little more personal for him. I'm not in a place where I don't critique the people I watch. I am really happy that Ethan has stopped calling women bitches and that he's listened to Hila and the other women on the crew about that. And I see him trying not to say pussy too. Like, words are hard to unlearn. A lot of words just become reflexive, right? Like, growing up, I said the fucking R word, right? All the time. And it took me a long time to unlearn that, right? I had to turn it into ridiculous. You know, when we all started to realize what a shitty word that is to say. Let's see. I kind of wish he would stop, but I would also lose my mind if I were him right now. Yeah, I don't blame him for still staying in it. Hasan's reaction to... All right, we'll talk about the Hasan reaction in a second. I think what bothers me more is the double standard hypocrisy with no income. Well, yeah, that's why I don't think they're worth arguing with, because they're so obvious in their double standards. Are there any substitutes for the P word that Ethan could use instead? He's started saying baby instead of pussy, which is great. Pansy. I mean, pansy's kind of like, it could be homophobic, I guess. But baby is fine, right? Because you're being a fucking baby. The where's my hug guys on the left. I just don't understand white men's obsession with saying certain words. Is it genuinely that hard? Well, to have some like, maybe not compassion, but like understanding, they have been able to do whatever the fuck they want since the beginning of time, right? I think the rest of us are very used to policing our language and our bodies and everything in a way that fits within the constraints of the system, right? But this is the first time in history that like non-white, non-male, non-straight people have democratized speech thanks to the internet. And so for the first time ever, men are getting a lot of blowback. So this transitional generation is gonna be rough for dudes. That's just how it is, right? Like it's growing pains. It's hard to see it when you're inside it, but that's what this is. Piss Baby is great. I love Piss Baby. That's a good one. So much of our language has a long history of hate. Like I grew up with a child's rhyme that had a super racist history. Are you talking about eeny, meeny, miny, moe? I remember using the N-word when I was 8 around a black friend because my family used it constantly. And the hurt on his face is something I still think about. Oh my gosh. I remember being in 5th grade and my best friend got called the N-word on the playground. I had never heard anything like it. I'd never heard the word before, but I saw like her soul die. Like it was horrible. And she was like this like rough and tumble tomboy, always hanging out with the guys, getting in trouble and like ending up getting sent to the principal's office for fighting with them, you know, like was just one of the boys. And then this new guy came to school, this new kid from the South, and she got him out in kickball and he called her the N-word. And she just like deflated. It was horrible. It was really horrible. It's more about the fact that these people have platforms that people look up to them or look to them in general. They should be responsible. Exactly. That's the other piece of it, right? Is like, go ahead and think in your head, say to your friends, put in your group chat that you think someone's a pussy or an R word or whatever, an F word. I say it all the time. But you gotta have, I think, yeah, you gotta have some responsibility. And that is what plays into the Hasan stuff that we're going to talk about. So I guess we can just get into it. My best friend and I were called the D slur in elementary school, and the teachers literally told us boys will be boys. Not surprised. Not surprised. So yeah, I understand the pushback, right? Like anytime there's been a huge change in the world, it takes time, and language is the same. And so I understand people feeling uncomfortable that they suddenly are not allowed to say and do all the things that they either were doing and saying or were told they would be able to do and say as they were growing up. I think people are trying to make slurs popular again in order to shock and intimidate minorities. Leftists are using the same playbook as right-wing fascists too. Yeah, it definitely has like a MAGA vibe where they are like picking up on the tactics of these like fucking groypers, right? And it seems like it's an attempt to court a very specific audience. And that audience is never women, right? It's never women. White male leftists are just always trying to look cool to like the worst people, in my opinion. All right, let's talk about Frogan crying and then we will talk about Hasan. And then I have something silly to finish it off tonight. So, oh, I'm so happy my voice is getting better. Whew. Took a long time. So Frogan was caught crying about money on stream recently, and this came after one of her friends called in to publicly criticize her and like dunk on her. And let me just frame this first, right? We've been talking a lot about misogyny tonight and how we can disagree with people without shitting on them for things they can't control, right? So unlike a lot of commentary channels, I don't take a lot of pleasure in Frogan being this upset. I know that she has said very ignorant things, right? And I know there are a lot of channels where you can get the laughs off, right? Feel free to go watch Diorio or anybody else that's like gleeful right now about watching this video. I can't watch people cry and feel good about it. Like, I know what it's like to feel stuck, either creatively, financially, both, to feel like what you're doing isn't working. And then on top of that, to have like the pressure, like other pressures going on, like when you fuck up and get sued. So here, I am not going to be celebrating this. I want to focus on the friendship dynamics that I saw in this situation. So here she is talking about how she really needs money. And then her friend, I believe it is someone by the name of Capri Sun Poppy, but correct me if I'm wrong, calls in.
11 subs away from 200. And we are halfway through the month. So that's kind of crazy. Do the math. Mama needs to pay rent. Answer. Hello.
Could you stop begging for rent? It's so fucking.
Okay, then you know what? Fine.
Dude.
Give me. You know my Venmo. Send me that shit then.
So at this point, I'm like, oh, they're just like joking with each other, right? It's like, okay, he's gonna like come off the gas. He doesn't. He keeps like doubling and tripling down, and then like changes his tactic, but keeps going.
I'm just like, I keep watching and I'm like, oh, here she goes again, begging for rent.
Okay,
like,
some of us don't. Okay, then pay my fucking rent then. You know my Venmo. Send me that shit.
You know what? You know what you should do? You should move back home and start a new life. That's what you should be doing.
Dude, he always says that because he wants. You know what? Sorry, I'm not a loser and live with my brother like you do.
Let me just say right now, may this kind of friendship never find me. Because they are both being so cruel to each other in this moment. And I think they both think they're joking. But it's really mean. You're a loser and live with your brother? Like, Jesus Christ. Are we being classist, Frogan? And he's like, I'm tired of you begging for money. Like, they're both being really horrible to each other.
So,
you know what you need to do? Can I be honest with you?
There was a cut here, so I imagine more. He kept saying more shit because she's like on the verge of tears now.
What?
You need to do Joker again. I loved your Joker. Can you do Joker?
Giving her pointless advice.
Joker tonight. How many subs to do Joker?
With one fucking paint, and you're the one that we were having fun. You're the one that fucking ruined everything.
What do you mean I ruined everything? What's wrong with you? Can you hear me?
Like, they can't. This interaction is just so awkward. And there's no genuine conversation, right? What are you talking about? What's wrong with you? As she's crying. Like, these people are very immature. There's definitely like emotional immaturity happening here.
Unfortunately.
What is wrong with you? Are you in a bad mood?
No, I am because of you. I was doing just fucking fine.
Oh no, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's just it was a content joke.
It was just a joke. It was just a prank, bro.
Did I send you on a spiral now, Fro?
Oh my God. Stop, dude. Stop. She's already dead.
I was joking. I didn't know you were in I didn't know you were going to cry.
Can we get an apology, sir?
This was a joke. Bro, are you okay?
He clearly feels bad, still will not apologize.
Fine.
Very condescending.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
No, you're going to call me after stream so we could talk about it like normal people and not on stream?
No, I'm not. I hate when you tell me to move back home.
And he should know that. No, he does not feel bad. He's like, just call me and we'll talk about how stupid you're being. That's what it really feels like. Like, I feel bad for her. I can't watch this and be like, yeah, she fucking sucks and she deserves this, right? I'm like, she's in a fucking tough spot. And the last thing you need is a friend to come in and do this. Like, oh, he's just calling to be joking around. Like, but he should know that she's fragile right now. If they're really friends. But these kind of friendships, like, you don't have boundaries with each other. Like, it's hard to tell where the line is.
Okay, I didn't mean to make you upset. It was just a joke.
And Twitch streaming sucks. I fucking hate it. It's been bad for a few months.
Yeah, but just have fun with it. Like, if you have...
Dude. Stop giving her advice. Just say, I'm sorry. This sucks right now. Right? She doesn't need your bad ideas. This just feels like a parent. Oh, you see my cat in the back? This just feels like a parent trying to give their kid advice. Like, oh, just like go down to the store and put in an application, right? That's what this feels like to me.
Have fun with it. It doesn't matter. Forget about the money. Just have fun.
It's my job, though. I have to focus on the fucking money.
I know you do, but that's unfortunately, like, you can't control the money. You can only control the content.
She's crying so hard. Shut up.
You know? Like, you can't control how much money people give you. That's not going to be something you can control. You can just control on how much fun you have, and then hopefully the money will come, you know?
Is she trying to get 2,000 by the end of the month?
I guess.
No. It's like honestly, like, you can't control it. People are hurting right now. It's not a great time for anyone to like be giving, discretionary funds. So if you...
Who the fuck are you? Are you a financial advisor?
Just have fun. Like, you're going to make money. Like, do your fun stuff. I love when I see you. I was just fucking with you, but I really do like when you do like silly stuff. You're really funny at that stuff.
This is him apologizing without apologizing. So, okay. Was his advice right? Maybe. If she's really trying to go for 2,000 in a month, she's at 189 and it is the 15th, halfway through the month. Maybe his advice is right. Maybe she does need to like reevaluate things. Maybe the soul of what he's trying to say is right, but the delivery, the timing of it, very, very, very bad. And when you have this kind of friendship that is just based in what appears to be hardcore sarcasm and irony and insults, and that's your humor, is just like making fun of each other, it's hard to feel secure in that friendship. It's hard to feel safe in that friendship. It's hard to actually connect with the person, and it's hard to know what each other's boundaries are, right? So you're kind of constantly taking the bit too far without knowing where the line is, right? Because 1 second she's like, you're a fucking loser too. And then she's crying because he has unknowingly stepped on a landmine of a boundary, which is, please don't tell me to move home. But they don't know that because it doesn't seem like they talk to each other in a way that a positive friendship would have a discussion. So yeah, I've had friends like, I had friends like this in high school, right? Where the whole friendship is just you and the other person making fun of each other. And having been inside it, I know my feelings were hurt a lot. And I didn't say anything because that was just part of the bit, right? You're fucking dumb. You're fucking stupid. But it's not sustainable. It's not good for anybody. Friends should be supportive. Full stop. They shouldn't be kicking you when you're down, even as a joke. Not like this. Not like this, you know? If you haven't built a base of like serious safety as a friend, you don't get the right to treat each other like this, you know? If this is the baseline of your relationship, as I said, may another friendship like this never find me, because I think Frogan needs some new friends. Maybe she does have really supportive friends. This guy does not seem like he is one of them. It's an illusion of truth telling. Yes, exactly. Like, oh, I'm just being honest. Oh, we're so honest and funny with each other. Just ripping each other to shreds all the time. Yeah, it's for me, it's a very immature structure for a relationship. I hope she grows out of it. I really hope she does. And maybe it is time to like do something different. Maybe it's not move home, but maybe it's do a different type of content or whatever. But this is not a conversation to have when she is so clearly not a good place, right? I hope she settles with Ethan soon so she can just have that stress off of her. I don't know when things are planned for that mediation or anything, but bye, Lana. Love you, girly. This is where Casey Tron was like a week before their mediation, right? She was crying on stream and talking about fighting it. So I hope that she grows out. I hope she settles with Ethan. I hope she grows out of this kind of like mean, immature relationships. Finds some good friends, figures out what she wants to do, who she is, and flourishes. I hope she has a great career in whatever it is she wants to do. If it is stuff on Twitch, I think she could figure it out. Apparently Frogan's lawyer hasn't even responded to the lawsuit. I saw that Luss was saying he thinks they didn't respond because she can't pay. I don't know if that's true though. Yeah, Denims I have a much harder time sympathizing with and rooting for. So we'll see. We'll see what I got in the tank for her when that comes around. All right. Last serious topic of the night is a very serious one. So this weekend, 2 men in Australia, a father and son, shockingly, decided to kill a bunch of Jewish people on the first day of Hanukkah.
Guante be with you and also with you.
Good.
At Kristen Booth just bought Kate new guantes. Update.
I don't know.
Buzzy's brain surgery was a success. No complications and is healing so well he was able to come home.
Yay, that's so exciting. I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for the gift. Okay, so 2 men in Australia decided to kill a bunch of Jewish people on the first day of Hanukkah. And the first thing Hasan did was blame Israel for it. More than the actual murderers. He spent more time talking about Israel than the actual murderers themselves. So here he is. And then we will talk about why this is dangerous, in my opinion.
The danger that Jews face in the Western world would diminish if Israel didn't fucking exist in the ways that it does. If Israel was not a fucking apartheid state with a Jewish supremacist ethno-state goal that is exterminationist, that is constantly destabilizing and constantly bombing every fucking neighboring country, then none of this shit would happen. Certainly there would still be anti-Semitism. It's one of the oldest bigotries, okay? But it would not be this explosive.
So because of Israel's policies, it makes sense that Jews everywhere are under attack. This is my thing. When you because he has a platform, okay? When you publicly blame anyone besides or anything besides the actual terrorists for deaths, you aren't just giving context to things, right? You aren't just zooming out and telling the story. What you're doing is you are justifying the terrorism to people who are, to like the most unhinged people in your audience. Because I am hopeful, I am optimistic that most of your fan base, Hasan, will understand what you're talking about, right? They will understand that, yes, Israel's aggression in Gaza against other Middle Eastern countries has made people angry at Israel and then extrapolated that to Jews in a lot of situations, right? Especially right now with the genocide in Gaza, the breaking of the ceasefires and all that. I think a lot of people will understand what you're saying. And I don't disagree. I don't disagree that the way Israel moves in the world creates a lot of anger, and people who are less informed or more bigoted associate Israel with all Jews, right? I don't disagree with that. It's like the way people fucking hate Americans because of what our government does. I completely understand that, and I don't think you are entirely wrong. Mind you, even when Israel is not doing fucked up shit actively, there are Jewish people being murdered in synagogues, right? Like, anti-Semitism is a thing on its own. It is a powerful, dark, ugly, deadly thing. What people in your audience don't hear when you do this publicly is the nuance of the situation. It only takes one nut job hearing you frame a terrorist attack as inevitable, essentially, right? Like, well, if Israel wasn't doing this, like when you say this, they hear you shrugging it off. They hear you saying that this kind of violence is inevitable to some degree. And it could encourage these people to take that inevitability into their own hands. Because they know their favorite streamer will hand wave it. That's my worry. Right? And careless is a great word. I think this was very, very careless. And this was like the day it happened. Right? He doesn't focus on the victims. He's not talking about the victims here. He's getting everybody angry at Netanyahu and his stupid response. Netanyahu had a terrible fucking response to this, right? But instead of making this about the victims, he decides to zoom out and make it about Israel. And so now people who are not intelligent in his crowd are encouraged to conflate the dead Jews in Australia with Israel and kind of cut off their sympathy and empathy for the dead Jews in Australia. I have seen in my comment section on Instagram, leftists calling it a false flag and saying that this was something Israel did. Like, this is a QAnon, Alex Jones level of fucking delusion. To think that Israel would do that. Right? And to me, there's like a denial in that, right? Like, just like there was a denial in the Sandy Hook denial of like, there's no way something this horrible could have happened. There's no way all these Jews got murdered without there being a bigger plan from Israel. It's not true. Jews get murdered, have been murdered for centuries. Well before Israel was even a country. And has Hasan always blamed Israel anytime Jews are murdered? Or is this just since October 7th? This whole thing, his response made me think about Elias Rodriguez, the guy, the leftist out of Chicago who killed 2 Israeli embassy staffers in DC outside of a Jewish event. In Elias's manifesto, he talks about being inspired by Aaron Bushnell's suicide, right? He was very active in the leftist communities. I have no idea if he was a fan of Hasan's, but it's kind of hard to think he didn't know who Hasan was, right? And he was very clearly, I was looking through some of his old tweets just to see like, what was he talking about before this happened? Like, is he somebody who, if he had been in Hasan's audience, could have been influenced by a take like this from Hasan, right? And so I found what I could, right? Because they weren't really archiving this guy's stuff. He wasn't famous, right? People weren't going to his profile a lot. And one of the tweets I found was, someone said, this is back in 2021. If you don't support the armed resistance in Palestine, you don't support Palestine. Decolonization doesn't just happen with protests and posts, And so he clearly felt guilty, right? Because he's here in the US, not actively supporting an armed resistance. And he's looking for a way to do more, right? This is somebody who was looking for a way to be more involved. Clearly looking for direction, right? And the direction he got from somewhere was that we need to start killing civilians who are Israeli, who work for Israel, who are Jewish. So somewhere in the course of 3 years, he went from sort of struggling to know where he fit to getting a purpose. And his purpose was to kill people. And then this was the other one. This was a week before. No such thing as an innocent Israeli. Now that sounds a whole lot like something Hasan has said, right? How, even if your favorite streamer's wife So to me, it's like if somebody like this is sitting in Hasan's audience, looking for a way to do more for Palestinians, and they hear him say, this is Israel's fault. Is that going to give a person who is insane a feeling that, hey, my sins are absolved? I'm actually doing a good thing. This is a way that I can fight back against Israel. This is someone who was inspired by a man who lit himself on fire. He's not alone. Right? We have learned that. One thing we've learned about dudes in this country is that a lot of them want to commit violence. Right?
Girl with a mic, when is she calling in?
A lot of them are ready to commit violence. And if they are already searching for a way to do more, it is likely that they have come across Hasan's content. And so they're sitting in his stream the day after or the day of this terrorist attack, right? A time when copycat attacks are pretty likely to happen. And instead of him saying, without any sort of caveat, that this was horrible and we shouldn't go after civilians, he says, well, it wouldn't have happened if Israel didn't exist. It wouldn't have happened if Israel wasn't attacking everyone else. It then makes it feel like killing Jews anywhere is self-defense. Or it is joining the armed resistance. And like I said, I don't disagree with Hasan. I don't disagree that Israel does not make Jews safer. They can be very antagonistic, right? They have killed a lot of people. They have created a lot of terrorists, right? Through their violence and then the resentment that breeds in the wake of that. Just like we created ISIS with the Iraq and Afghanistan war. I understand what he's saying. I get it. But to do it, to say it the way he says it, so close to the event actually happening, I think it's irresponsible. I think it can be dangerous. That is my criticism. Because there is most certainly an Elias Rodriguez in his audience, right? Who is looking for a sign and maybe looking for carte blanche to do something like this. People that don't really understand, they're just angry about what's happening and they need a scapegoat, and Jews as a whole is like feels like the way to go for them. Hasan has already had a fan get arrested for threatening violence. I know. I need to follow up on that. That was such a weird story. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. And I will say, I mean, you can see the effect that he has, right? Because now I thought this was very interesting. Somebody, a very sweet person, posted this in H3 or Leftovers H3, the currently active Snark subreddit. Just a nice post that they drew themselves, sending a happy Hanukkah out to the people of Australia, the Australian Jewish community. So it says, and this is the most ironic part, is this first line. A message for anyone coming in here thinking they will see anyone celebrating what happened. This poor person really thought they knew their community. The cognitive dissonance is so sad here. They really thought that they were going to post this and just have everybody cheering them on, right? That it is not now, nor was it ever what we are. And what is important right now when talking about such a tragedy is not how we tie it to streamers or content creators. Happy first day of Hanukkah. Watch this shit. First off, RIP to all the innocent victims, especially any children. As in, adult Jews are not innocent. I'm going to upset a lot of people with this, I suspect, but I haven't seen anyone on this sub mention how this is blowback. Chabad.org is who was running the event and are a Zionist terrorist organization. They raise money directly for the IOF and settlers, even recruiting and outfitting soldiers directly. A few days ago, the IOF shot a 3-year-old Palestinian girl in the head. A few days before that, a pair of 8 and 11-year-old boys, and countless others nonstop for over 2 years. Again, this is all just saying, okay, well, so what? 15 people died, right? 15 Jews died. Who fucking cares? They went to an event held by an organization we disagree with. They were raising money at this event to help shoot more Palestinian children. I don't know if that's true. They are already using this tragedy to raise money to kill Palestinians. This was a tragedy, and once again, I feel sorrow for every child and innocent killed. Again, we have to clarify. We have to qualify it. Because if they are Israeli, if they support the Israeli government, then you're allowed to kill them. I guess. It must, however, be in the context of this was a terrorist event that... Okay, so in this person's mind, the terrorist event was the Hanukkah celebration. Not 2 men shooting and killing 15 people. The terrorist event was Chabad sponsoring this event. Not a literal terrorist attack. This is the correct take. Yet again, the blood is on the hands of the Zionists. Sad for the victims, but this was just blowback. This is what I'm saying. Like, there is this like denial, this like QAnon level denial that lets them like tuck themselves in at night. Right? Where they just see things as very black and white instead of actually holding the truth, which is much messier than that. Let's keep going, because this poor person that posted this tries to fight back, I believe. I don't see OP drawing for the Palestinian children that got slaughtered. What the fuck? 10 Australians lose their lives in a single attack and the whole world stops to mourn them. Like, what are we doing? Okay, OP. Okay, but to my knowledge, the event's primary focus was on the holiday season, and thus that was what I imagine the intention was of the average attendee. Again, the why is important and should be a topic of discussion, but there is a time and a place for it that allows people to honor the innocent victims without the need to try adding explanation. That is literally what people were saying about October 7th. That is literally what Israeli people and Jews were saying about October 7th. Is that, yes, this didn't happen in a vacuum, but can we have a fucking day? Can we have a week? That's literally all that they wanted. Billiam, they didn't post to the wrong subreddit. They really thought, like, people are going to come in here and think we're going to be shitty. And they were. This was in Australia, not Palestine or Israel. And children are in the hospital in critical condition. Let me move this over, so y'all can actually see the full text here. There we go. I don't really care who the event organizers were, nor does knowing that make me lighten my opinions of the shooters. Downvoted. -4. I am not trying to make anyone forgive the people who committed this terrorist attack. This is what it was, terrorism. I simply want people to not solidify this in their minds as simple anti-Semitism. Literally, no one is doing that. You are just not giving anybody the space to just feel bad about people who got fucking shot at the beach. I feel sorry for every innocent killed. I love that they have to keep saying that. But these Zionist genocide enthusiasts put everyone around them in danger when they are actively perpetuating a genocide. Oh, and then we got to bring up the Nazis. Oh, so we shouldn't talk about Nazi treatment of Jews? If a Jew-hating Nazi who traveled to bless the concentration camps was given a convention in a German neighborhood in America Christmas market in 1943 and the convention got attacked, we shouldn't talk about why the fuck is a Nazi criminal lecturing kids there, please. What the fuck? All right, here's OP again. What the fuck are you going on about? I drew a picture of a koala lighting a menorah. You're the very problem I created this post trying to solve. Bro or person, this runs way deeper than you thought. God forbid some people try and calm the fuck down and have some peace in all this garbage for a moment. They are really getting the full treatment here. The full treatment. Oh, I see you trying to pass both siding settler colonialism under the excuse of the attack on the synagogue, and I don't want to accept that framing. You could have just not both sided the settler colonialism with ongoing genocide of the natives. Like, all your framing of this is just so off. The framing of this? Happy Hanukkah. Sorry you guys got shot. Yeah, real dangerous framing. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, what is wrong with you? Just tired of Westerners' hypocrisy, I guess, as someone on the receiving end of brutality. It isn't my fault that you do not understand what I'm trying to say. Saying we shouldn't turn every comment section about a tragedy where children died into political debate when there are active threads dedicated specifically for that right now is not hypocritical. I tagged it off topic for a reason. It is literally not the time or place. There's already a shit ton of negativity as there is, and it is extremely important for some people's well-being to have a place for peace and kindness. Thanks for coming in here and making mine all about you, though. Oh, don't you know, though? Jews do not deserve a place for peace and kindness. Not in this community. Jews are not allowed to mourn their people without also, in the same breath, mourning everybody else, right? You would never see this happening to another community, right? Even when 9/11 happened, people were like, yo, I'm so sorry, right? We got a couple months before people were like, maybe they set some stuff in motion, right? All right, next slide. So this poor person is just fighting for their life. I wonder if they're still in the snark. You sound so much like Ethan Klein. There it is. After October 7th. Do you make such posts? Well, and you know what? Honestly, this person is right. Because all Ethan and Hila were asking for was just a little bit of fucking room to mourn. Wait, who's fighting? What's going on? What's happening? But yeah, they do sound similar, but that's because Ethan wasn't saying anything out of line. He was just saying people are really sad and scared right now because there was just a terrorist attack. And this person is now on the other side of it, right? Oh, okay. Snark is, you're good. Okay, great. Okay, cool. I was like, oh God, who's fighting? All right. Edit. OP blocked me and left some sort of deranged reply. Their brain is rotted from liberal Zionism. Yeah. Liberal Zionism is the new thought terminating cliche for these people. You want a genuine answer for such a baseless and psychotic question, or are you just here to be an asshole like the other guy? You are literally just pulling a how does this help the genocide, by the way, like they all do. Yeah. Either way, here's a post from before mine, which would be a much better suited marketplace for this discussion than here. If you don't reflect when your violence you inflicted on faraway peoples comes back to visit you in your homes, then I don't know what to tell you. What have these people done? You're right. I'm sorry if in the sea of already existing topics in this very sub on this particular issue, my koala drawing for the holidays is the correct place to argue and try virtue signaling. You're twisting this into something evil for no reason, dude. I hate to break it to you. I know that you wanted to post that in there to prove to people like me and other people in the H3 community that that this isn't who you guys are. But I'm sorry, you are. It's exactly who you are. You are now experiencing what Ethan and Hila and Jews at large have been experiencing since October 7th. There has not been one day, and I agree that a lot of the blame goes to Israel about this, right? Because of how quickly they decided to start genociding people. But there has not been one day where Israelis and Jews could just feel sad and scared and mourn what they lost, right? Without everyone making it about the people in Gaza, which I understand is way worse. But when something this is what I was talking about with like triaging. When something happens that's close to you, you need fucking space to talk about it, right? But yeah, shout out to Snark for that one, because my God, watching them eat themselves alive sure is something. It sure is something. Okay, I want to end with a little silly. Harley and Bad Empanada got into a fight. Got into a fight on Twitter yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw these. And I was going to do like a whole walk through it, but it didn't really amount to much. I mean, they were kind of like splitting hairs and talking about like different slurs and things. But I have a couple of little moments here that I just wanted to share. So this is the first one. Please hold, please hold, please hold. All right, so it starts off with our friend Caramel Colored, because of course it does. Shout out to her. Always in the mix, right? Okay, and so Caramel Colored says, this person, talking about Rich Lux, this person is associated with Ethan and Hila Klein and collaborated with Hila on her makeup brand. Here he is making videos of Trisha Paytas, who, by the way, hasn't mentioned Ethan in years. Okay. So basically just being like, I'm putting out the alert. Don't associate with this guy. He is persona, the latest persona non grata in this community, right? All right, so Bad Empanada says, he's definitely being paid for this, LMAO. They went looking for random YouTubers willing to come on their show and obsessively make pro H3 videos, and he was the only one who said yes. The way he talks with just like 100% certainty about shit he knows nothing about is just bananas. All right, then Harley says, yo, you two would make a perfect couple. You can obsess over Jewish people while you fuck yourselves. I guess it's him and Male Slayer that he's talking about, or Trisha. Oh, they're paying this one too. The epic bacon video stopped getting views. And then he said, I retired that show 5 years ago, Empanada. I had pointy titties from doing a fast food show for over a decade. Why do you have pointy little titties? Pointy little titties. Oh my god. All right, and what's this one? Is this the same one? Oh no, this is a different one. Okay. So then this Drew Pavlu, who I do not enjoy. He's usually muted, but I needed to open it to show this. So he posts something about a jihadi sympathizer. Bad Banana says he completely mogged you, unironically. And then Harley hits him with the same picture. There will be no speaking of mogging coming from you and your pointy little titties. Oh God. I love Harley's clapbacks. I love his lack of fear, you know? He's such a good dude. So I think that's going to do it for tonight, gang. Pointy little titties. Literally never would have thought to bring that up. But hey, takes one to know one, right? He said he had the pointy titties himself when he was a professional fat. All right, brothers. Empatitties. I love that. Oh, God. All right, brothers. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back Wednesday. Tomorrow I have a lot of shit to do. So tea time, which is usually on Tuesdays for members, is going to move probably to Thursday, maybe this weekend. We're prepping for a big holiday party, so I'm trying to get everything done. If I get everything done, we might play Subnautica tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm not going to make any promises. I will be back probably Wednesday to talk more. Let me just check, because I have been very bad at this, and I want to get better at it, of checking to see if anybody is live before I sign off, to see if I can send folks anywhere. Bear with me. Nope, it's not that one. It's not that one. Is it here? Is it here? Here it is. I found it. I found it. Let's see if anyone's live. No one's live. Okay, cool. Well, I will see y'all later. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.